831 horsepower. Let that number sink in for a second, because what you're looking at right now is not a race car. It has 4 doors, real leather seats, a backseat your kids can actually sit in, and it will destroy a Ferrari on a straight line without breaking a sweat. Welcome back to UC Car Review. I'm your host, and today we are doing a full walk-around review of the 2026 Mercedes AMG GT 63S. This thing is $250,000 of pure German engineering insanity, and today I am breaking down every single inch of it. The looks, the tech, the performance, the comfort, whether it's actually worth $250,000, we're covering all of it. I've reviewed a lot of cars on this channel, fast cars, luxury cars, expensive cars, but I'm telling you right now, nothing has made me feel the way this car made me feel, nothing. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now, because this is the kind of content we do every single week. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start right here at the front because Mercedes absolutely nailed it with this redesign. The 2026 GT63S has this new Panamericana grille, 12 vertical chrome bars, wider and more aggressive than ever before, flanked by these ultra-slim MULTIBAM LED headlights that wrap around the front corners like a pair of eyes that are permanently angry. The front bumper has these massive air intakes on both sides, and they're not just for show. That air is actively cooling a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 that produces heat like a small furnace. You can see the carbon fiber front splitter down here. That's standard on the S model, not an add-on. The hood, look at these power domes. 2 massive bulges running from front to back, hinting at everything that's sitting underneath. This car doesn't need to be loud on the outside to communicate what it is. One look at this front end, and every single person on the street knows this is something different. This is something special. Step around to the side, and this is where the GT63S really separates itself from every other 4-door luxury sedan on the market. Look at those proportions, the long hood, the fastback roofline that slopes dramatically toward the rear, the wide fender flares that sit over these absolutely enormous 21-inch AMG cross-spoke wheels in matte black. Those red brake calipers peeking through, those are 6-piston front brakes, stopping a car that can hit 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds. 2.8 seconds, in a car with 4 seats and a trunk. Now walk around to the back, and this rear end is a statement. The full-width LED taillight bar ties the whole car together. Below it, you've got 4 exhaust tips, not 2, 4, each one the size of a coffee mug. And Mercedes gave the 2026 model a new active rear diffuser that automatically adjusts at speed for better downforce. This car looks fast standing still, genuinely. It looks like it's doing 100 even in a parking lot. Open the door, and the drama doesn't stop. You are greeted by Napa leather in night black with red contrast stitching, AMG sport seats that hug you from every direction, and this absolutely gorgeous dashboard that curves from the driver's door all the way across to the passenger side. The steering wheel, this is the AMG Performance steering wheel, with a flat bottom, paddle shifters that feel like they belong on a phone car, and a physical drive mode selector right on the wheel. You never have to take your hands off. Now the back seats, because remember, this is a 4-door, are genuinely comfortable. Not okay for short trips comfortable. I mean adult humans can sit here for hours comfortable. Heated, ventilated, with their own climate controls and USB-C ports at every single seat. The ambient lighting has 64 colors. The panoramic sunroof floods the cabin with light. Every surface you touch, every single surface, is either leather, Alcantara, or carbon fiber. There is not one piece of cheap plastic anywhere in this car. Not one. Let's talk technology because Mercedes went absolutely next level for 2026. You're looking at the MBUX Hyperscreen, a massive curved display that stretches 56 inches across the entire dashboard. That's not a typo. 56 inches of glass housing 3 screens, the 12.3-inch digital cluster for the driver, the 17.7-inch central touchscreen, and a dedicated 12.3-inch passenger screen, so your co-pilot has their own entertainment system completely separate from you. The system runs on an upgraded AI processor that learns your preferences over time, your favorite radio station, your preferred seat position, your usual destinations, and it starts predicting what you want before you even ask. The 2026 update adds a natural language voice assistant that understands full conversational sentences. No more clunky commands, just talk to the car like a human. Burmester 4D surround sound system, 23 speakers, 1750 watts. They have speakers built into the seat backs that vibrate in rhythm with the bass. Your seat literally becomes part of the sound system. Wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, over-the-air updates. This car gets smarter after you buy it. How is that even real? All right, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's talk about what's actually under that hood. The 2026 AMG GT63 S packs a 4-liter hand-built twin-turbocharged V8, and I want to stress the hand-built part, because every single AMG engine is assembled by one person at the factory in Falterbach, Germany. One person, their signature is on a plaque on the engine. That level of craftsmanship at this scale is almost unheard of. That engine produces 831 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. Power goes through a 9-speed AMG SPEDSHIFT automatic transmission to all 4 wheels via the AMG Performance 4 MATIC plus all-wheel drive system. 0 to 60, 2.8 seconds. Top speed 196 miles per hour, electronically limited, unlimited. Nobody wants to find out on a public road. But here's what makes this engine special. It doesn't just make you fast. It makes you feel things. The AMG exhaust system has a race mode that opens the valves fully, and the sound that comes out of those 4 pipes. It's not noise, it's music. Pure, turbocharged, German-engineered music. Now I got to drive this car, and I need to give you an honest account of what that experience is actually like, because numbers on a page don't tell the full story. In comfort mode, the GT63S is, and I say this completely seriously, one of the most pleasant cars I have ever driven. The suspension absorbs bumps like a luxury sedan. The steering is light and easy. The engine is quiet. You could drive this to the grocery store and forget you're in an 831 horsepower car. That's genuinely remarkable. Then you dial it to Sport Plus. Everything changes. The suspension firms up, the exhaust opens, the throttle response sharpens. The car feels alive, alert, like it's waiting for you to do something, like it knows something is about to happen. Then you hit race mode and put your foot down, and the GT63S does something that no 4-door car has any business doing. It pins you to your seat. It launches. The front end stays planted, the rear tracks perfectly, and in 2.8 seconds you are at 60 miles per hour wondering what just happened to your internal organs. I have driven supercars, actual supercars. And this 4-door family car kept up with all of them. Here's the question that actually matters for most buyers. Can you actually daily drive this thing? Can you take it to work, pick up the kids, drive it on a road trip, and not want to pull your hair out? The answer is yes, absolutely yes. The air suspension on the S model soaks up city roads better than most sedans. The visibility out of the front is excellent. The 360-degree camera system makes parking a $250,000 car in a tight spot actually stress-free. The trunk holds 16 cubic feet of luggage. I put 4 full-size bags back there. The fuel economy is obviously not the focus here. You're looking at around 16 city, 22 highway on the V8. But Mercedes now offers a plug-in hybrid version that gives you 31 miles of electric range for your daily commute, which makes this car eligible for federal EV tax credits. Daily driver, yes, practical. Surprisingly, yes, fun every single time you get in it, 100%. Let's talk money. The 2026 Mercedes AMG GT63S starts at $247,900. By the time you add the Burmester sound upgrade, the carbon ceramic brakes, the executive rear seat package, and the panoramic roof, you're looking at $268,000 out the door. That is a significant amount of money. So who are you choosing between? The Porsche Panamera Turbo GT at $235,000 is the most obvious competitor. It's incredible, but it only makes 630 horsepower. The BMW Mate Grand Coupe at $150,000 is cheaper, but nowhere near this level of drama. The Aston Martin DB X707 is close in price and performance, but gives up practicality. The AMG GT63S occupies a unique space. It's the only car in the world right now that gives you supercar performance, luxury sedan comfort, 4-door practicality, and a badge that commands absolute respect everywhere on Earth. Nothing else does all 4 of those things at once. Nothing. So here is my final verdict on the 2026 Mercedes AMG GT63S, and I'm going to be completely straight with you. This is the best performance 4-door car I have ever reviewed on this channel. Full stop. The engineering is extraordinary. The design is stunning. The technology is ahead of everything else. The performance numbers are supercar territory. And somehow you can drive it every single day in complete comfort. Is it worth $250,000? That depends on you. If you want one car that does everything, that is fast enough to embarrass Ferraris, comfortable enough for a cross-country road trip, practical enough for a family, and prestigious enough to make everyone in the parking lot stop and stare, then yes. It is absolutely worth every penny. This is not just a car. This is a statement. This is 831 horsepower of German perfection with 4 doors and a trunk, and it gets my strongest recommendation of the year. UC Car Review, I'm out. Subscribe for the next one. You do not want to miss what's coming.